don't know this, but right at this moment there's a specific frequency being transmitted by your body that only appears 72 hours before the biggest quantum leap of your life. And 99.7% of people who study manifestation waste this moment because they don't recognize the signs. What I'm about to tell you will shock you because it's the opposite of everything you've been taught about the law of attraction. For years, you believed that manifestation is about visualizing, affirming, and waiting. But there's a secret I discovered by watching people who manifest extraordinary results, and it's so simple, you'll be annoyed that no one told you before. There's a specific pattern that happens to 100% of people before they manifest something important. 7 unmistakable signs that emerge in sequence, and the last sign, the one I'll reveal at the end, is so powerful that when you recognize it, you'll know exactly how many days are left before your life changes completely. You woke up different today, didn't you? With a feeling in your chest that you can't quite name. It's not anxiety. It's not excitement. It's something much deeper. It's your quantum field sending a signal that it's ready to collapse a new reality. And if you don't know what to do with this energy, you might miss the perfect timing. But before I teach you how to recognize each of these signs, I need you to do something that will connect you with the frequency we're exploring. Subscribe to the channel now and leave a comment writing, "I feel the change coming." This way you anchor your intention in the universe, and I know you're prepared to receive this transmission. Because what I'm going to share isn't theory about manifestation. It's the exact map of how your life reorganizes energetically before materializing everything you've asked for through the law of attraction. And there's something at the end that will completely change how you see your power to manifest. Have you noticed how certain things you always loved now seem boring? That show you watched religiously, those conversations that used to be interesting, even hobbies that gave you pleasure. Everything seems to have lost its flavor, like someone took the color out of everything. The first reaction is to think, am I depressed? But that's not it. What's happening is that your vibrational frequency started accelerating so quickly that low vibration things simply can't hold your attention anymore. It's like you were a radio that was tuned to one station your whole life, and now your antenna started picking up something completely different. A client from Manhattan called me last week. I can't do the same things anymore. It's like I've lost interest in everything. I explained that she didn't lose interest. She gained discernment. Her soul is preparing for a reality where these dense stimuli don't exist anymore. It's exactly like cleaning your palate before a banquet. You can't appreciate refined flavors if your mouth still tastes like fast food. Similarly, you can't manifest elevated experiences if your consciousness is still tuned to low frequencies. So the universe starts this cleaning automatically. But here's something that will surprise you about this process. And this happens to absolutely everyone who's about to manifest something big. At the same time you lose interest in old things, a specific restlessness starts growing in your chest. It's not common anxiety, it's different. It's like a part of you knew something monumental is coming, but your conscious mind hasn't received the memo yet. You feel like you're in a cosmic waiting room, knowing your name will be called soon, but not knowing exactly when. A person from Boston described it perfectly. It's like I'm pregnant with a new version of myself. And that's a perfect analogy, because that's exactly what's happening through the law of attraction. You're gestating a new identity, a new way of being that operates on a completely different frequency. Science tells us our body replaces all its cells over several years. But when we go through quantum leaps of consciousness, this process accelerates dramatically. Your body is literally becoming a more refined vehicle for the elevated version of you that's emerging. And here's the proof. You started noticing that your body is rejecting things it used to tolerate perfectly, right? That coffee you drank for years now makes you jittery. Products you always used on your skin started causing reactions. A friend from Chicago told me he simply lost his tolerance for alcohol overnight. It wasn't willpower. His body rejected it. Another person from Los Angeles started waking up at 5 in the morning with total energy when they'd always been a night person. This isn't coincidence. It's cellular recalibration for the new reality you're manifesting. But the most impressive sign, and the one that confuses everyone, is what happens with time around you. Have you noticed how time started behaving strangely? You look at the clock at 9 in the morning, get involved in some activity, and when you look again, it's 3 in the afternoon. Where did those hours go? Or the opposite? You live experiences that seem to last forever. Look at the clock and discover only 15 minutes have passed. This isn't imagination. It's your consciousness starting to operate in a dimension where linear time isn't the only reality. You're getting glimpses of what quantum physicists call non-local time, and this time distortion comes with something even more extraordinary. Something that will make you understand why some people manifest quickly while others spend years trying. Suddenly, you started having absolute clarity about situations that confused you for months. Solutions appear out of nowhere for complex problems. It's like you gained access to a form of wisdom that doesn't come from linear thinking. When your vibrational frequency elevates through manifestation, you automatically tune into more subtle levels of information. Intuitions that used to be weak now arrive with crystal clarity. I was walking through Central Park last week, thinking about a decision that had been tormenting me for days. I had analyzed rationally, consulted people, made pros and cons lists, and then, watching something as simple as a squirrel climbing a tree, the answer appeared. Not as a thought, but as absolute knowledge. And here's what separates those who really manifest from those who just fantasize. When you act from this inner clarity, the universe conspires in ways that defy explanation through the law of attraction. Doors open at the exact moment. People appear offering exactly what you need. Resources materialize through paths you never planned. But here's something no one tells you about manifestation. After these waves of intense clarity, you enter a phase that can scare you completely. It's like the universe goes silent. The inspiration that flowed naturally stops. The insights that came automatically get interrupted. Many people panic at this moment. I lost the connection. I did something wrong. But this silence isn't abandonment. It's preparation. It's like those seconds before an orchestra begins, when all musicians are positioned, instruments tuned, waiting for the conductor's signal. Silence isn't the absence of music. It's the potential of all the music about to explode. A person from Las Vegas described it perfectly. It's like being in a cosmic library during a complete reorganization. I can't access any book now, but I know when it's finished, I'll have access to knowledge I didn't even know existed. During this phase, your only function is to trust the manifestation process, even without visible evidence. And then, prepare yourself, because this will catch you by surprise. People from your past start appearing out of nowhere. Not random people, specifically those who represent energetic patterns you're transcending through the law of attraction. Ex-relationships that brought drama, colleagues who undermined your confidence, family members who always triggered emotional reactions. They show up through an unexpected call, a message, or simply cross your path. Your first reaction, why is this happening just when I was progressing? But listen, these appearances aren't coincidences or setbacks. They're final opportunities for you to prove, to yourself and the quantum field, that you really changed frequency. It's like the universe is doing a final check. You say you evolved. Prove it. Here's the same situation that used to throw you off. How will you respond now? And your response directly determines the speed of your manifestation. If you react with old patterns, anger, fear, need to be right, you're still operating on the previous frequency. But if you respond from your new consciousness, with compassion, detachment, inner peace, you confirm your vibrational change. And the universe accelerates everything. A friend from San Francisco went through this. His ex-wife, who always created drama, appeared with a crisis. He called me. I thought I had overcome this, I said. You did overcome it, now prove it. He responded with total peace without getting dragged in. 2 weeks later, the promotion he wanted for years simply appeared. And while this happens, something even more subtle emerges. And when you notice this, you'll know you're almost there. Your mere presence started affecting people differently. Conversations flow more easily when you're present. Conflicts dissolve around you. People comment they feel calmer after interacting with you. This isn't something you're doing consciously. It's the automatic result of having elevated your vibrational frequency. You became a harmonizing field. A woman from Miami told me, my boss, who was always stressed, started treating me differently. I didn't change anything externally, but he gets calmer when I'm around. And now we reach the final sign, the one I promised to reveal, the most powerful of all. When this happens, you'll know your quantum leap is exactly 3 days from completion. You stop worrying if you're manifesting right. Stop checking if your techniques work. Stop questioning if you deserve what you're asking for through the law of attraction. Not because you gave up, but because you entered a state of quiet certainty that transcends any method. You know, don't believe, know, that everything you desire already exists in the quantum field. Not will exist, already exists. You're just waiting for physical reality to update. This certainty isn't arrogance. It's the result of having aligned so completely with your essence that doubt can't find where to take hold. And here's the most beautiful paradox. The moment you stop trying to manifest, everything starts manifesting with an ease that makes you laugh, because you understood that manifestation isn't about convincing the universe to give you something. It's about becoming someone for whom having that is natural through the law of attraction. And when you're in this state of quiet certainty, knowing it's already yours, the universe has no choice but to reflect this reality. If you recognized 5 or more of these signs in your life now, I have crucial information. Your quantum leap isn't approaching. It already started. What you're living aren't obstacles. They're the final stages before manifestation completes. And if you want to consciously accelerate this process, there's a practice that works as a quantum catalyst. What I'm about to teach is a direct energetic transmission that aligns you with your new reality's frequency. Breathe more deeply than you have today and feel how your body is lighter now. This is real. The effect of being tuned to an elevated frequency for this time. Visualize a field of golden light emanating from your heart, carrying the essence of everything you want to manifest. Declare mentally, I align with my highest truth. I trust in perfect timing. I open to receive through paths that transcend my imagination. Feel how you always knew this moment would come. Breathe this certainty into every cell. When you breathe normally again, do so knowing you activated a sequence that will unfold with perfect precision through the law of attraction. You experienced your natural manifestation frequency, and this vibration will become your permanent reality. If something moved within you, if some energy aligned, write, "My new frequency is active" in the comments. This anchors the experience in physical reality. And subscribe to the channel to keep receiving transmissions that accelerate your manifestation. In the next video, I'll show which area of your life will be first to reflect this frequency change. But remember, you're not waiting for your life to change. Your life is already changing through quantum manifestation. You're remembering who you always were through the law of attraction. Stay in the frequency of the impossible, becoming possible. Because through conscious manifestation, everything is possible for you now.